This is the only good song in this game, in my opinion. I'm not gonna be on much longer. I gotta work tomorrow, but I've been like adjusting the arenas to see how hard I can make it without it being too fucking hard. Yeah, it basically just lets you make an arena with pretty much anything you want in it. Make it as hard as you want. You can put as many enemies as you want at a limit of like 60. You can have as many waves as you want. Like for instance, I could make this entire thing like all Hell Barons. Like I could do like 3 Cosmic Barons, and then have them respawn like 10 times. So like here's the respawn counter. And I got 5 minutes to beat 3 Hell Barons at a time 10 times. Whoa, brother! My shotgun this speed. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's a lot harder than it looks. Actually, this would make more sense if I put some fodder demons just to get some ammo. So like I could do about like 20 of these guys, maybe 30, and just have them respawn like 10 times. I'll do two Cosmic Barons because that's 3 is a bit much, and I could do maybe like a Revenant and like fucking Hell Knights, basically everything that charges at me. I gotta remember every time I put 1 in, the value is 10, so that's technically 10 Hell Knights, and that's so with Cosmic Baron. Actually, you know what? Let me try one of these. And I'll do... These things are so ugly. They just look like the brains from Duke Nukem. That's all I see right there. Let's see what we can do here. Do imps So that's like 6. That's 3 to the value of 10. That's 2 to the value of 10. So that's going to be a lot of fucking enemies. Lower the parry window. Put the game speed up to 120. Lower the projectile speed. Lower the resource values. Actually, I'll leave those the same. The only thing I don't like about this mode is it doesn't save your choices for equipment going into every match. So this one's going to be tough too. There he is. Shit, what an ass. God, my God, you're giving me the business. Such an asshole. Oh, fuck. Woo! Damn. That was pretty good though. That was a decent amount of damage. Nah, he's just so fucking aggressive. Like, he never stops attacking. That's the problem. They're fucking relentless. I learned a super shotgun is really the only thing that works for those guys. Just one of them is crazy. Imagine 3. Should have seen the one I did before this. I had every enemy in the game on it. At one point, the screen was so populated with enemies that it was just like ridiculous how I survived. There you go, big ass fucking mace. Fuck out of here. Oh, that's what the problem is. This fucking shotgun, dude. Oh, it still gives me nope, not dealing with you again. another thing about it, having the mace kind of encourages you to use the other weapons, because you do run out of ammo with the mace. It takes too long to fucking charge it. Serious right now with this guy? Oh god, right into another one. I had to have killed like 10 of those things by now. So I actually managed to get the collector's edition of this game. I'm a huge Doom fan. Every Doom that's come out, I've gotten a collector's edition of it. The only thing I wasn't able to get was the helmet because it was too much money. I'd already spent like $200 on this shit. In fact, my whole channel logo is centered around Doom. Woo! I almost got him. There's another one. Oh my god! I'm not going to be able to beat the timer. I didn't die this time, but I'm going to run out of time. Timer definitely needs an adjustment. I haven't had a problem with this game aside from like a few minor nitpicks. Damn, I gotta adjust the timer. That was close though, 338 to 380. So that needs to be what, like 10 minutes? It needs to be at least 10 minutes. And we'll do 7 waves. That fucking hell, that Cosmic Baron is like... That dude's a problem. He's the only one that fucking... He's the only one in this game that's been able to box me. Like, I'm fucking... The rest of them are all pussies compared to that guy. Cosmic Baron. They should have just kept the Hell Baron. But a lot of these shits are like variations of weird mutated versions because of the... I love how it shows you the size of the Slayer compared to the enemy that you're picking. Look at this shit. The tallest enemy is the Vagary. It's like fucking 20 feet tall and he's like maybe 7 feet. So like, I'm really just like, I fucking hate these These Cosmic Barons. I didn't think there was anything that pissed me off more than a Marauder, and there it is. I wonder if I just did a bunch of Hell Knights, Hell and Battle Knights. Like, I could populate the whole area with these. And fucking Pinky Riders. Slayer's like 6'5". Yeah, he's almost 7 feet tall. Do an Armored Mancubus, a Mortar Mancubus. I still got 10 more on the value chart. I did a Revenant. I could do the Revenant Leader. I could do a couple of Nightmare Imps. Fill these up with these guys here. Actually, we'll do the, yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see how that goes. I have a shit ton of enemies that charge at me now. This is probably going to be a walk in the park without that Cosmic Baron. Literally the only one that gives me him and the Agadon Hunter or whatever, or no, that Komodo Dragon. That one's the only one that fucking, because I hate that they have like they're relying on the carry system. There's like maybe 2 songs on this one that I actually really like, enough to have them in my car. Shit. It's this one, and then I think like there's one other one. But yeah, the soundtrack was a little weak, but I already expected that. That's why I didn't really get disappointed like everybody else, because I already expected the soundtrack. They're never gonna live up to Mick Gordon. There's no way. It's impossible. That man has gigantic shoes to fill. They didn't do a bad job, though. And it doesn't ruin the whole game for me. Also, I remember people saying that this game wasn't going to play like Eternal. It doesn't, but look at how fast I'm going. This is basically like Eternal's speed right here. Maybe faster. I know what I need for these guys. Fucking chain shot. There we go. Oh my god! I might be cooked. Never mind. I got some health back. That was close. See, I look at it this way. You're talking about the Slayer, like, long before he was, like, the one that we saw in, like, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. So I look at it this way. Chronologically, this intro to the series is not as strong as the other two because he's not as strong as he was in the other two. Like, he's literally still kind of making his way to that point. So I'm not expecting him to be as powerful or, you know, as strong of an entry as the last two, because it's actually a prequel to those two. So that's why I didn't really get bent out of shape about them changing so much and like changing the soundtrack, because I just looked at it. I looked at it in like a story sense. We're really not getting him at his peak potential. So I mean, yes, this is a brutal version of him, but it's not the peak Slayer that from like fucking Eternal. I mean, that one is basically a literal demigod compared to what we're looking at now. Oh, shit. I missed the mace swing. I don't know how I'm still alive right now. Woo! I'm saving that for a rainy day. All these enemies are armored, bro. Oh my god! Yeah, I know. Why do you think I bought the statue? This is like the coolest looking version of it. Oh shit! No! Oh my god! Whoa! I'll get him. Well, I mean, you got another reason to play it now. You can literally make your own battles now. That's the only reason I came back to this. I've platinumed this game, so there's like nothing else for me to do. Now with this mode, I can just keep creating my own experience. I just hope they add more levels, though. There's only like 3 arenas you can pick from right now. I still got 3 minutes. And it doesn't even feel like I'm anywhere close to that. What the fuck? What do you think you're hitting like that, buddy? Bucko? Oh, shit. Fuck. They're all heavily armored. I don't know how I just pulled that one off. God damn. Well, it was easy. It's just, the thing is, I would have had it sooner, but that fucking, there was a bug with one of the trophies for like a month or two, where like, if you bought all of like the upgrades and shit, you have all the weapons maxed out, the trophy wasn't like popping. So for like a month, I would have already platinumed it. So it actually kept me playing it again for a little bit. It took them mad long to fix it though. They're still coming. How many waves did I put on this shit? They're starting to thin out. I gotta be almost done. It'd be cool if you could save your custom fucking arenas. and then like upload them for people to play. That would have been a good way to incorporate some type of multiplayer into this. I don't know why they didn't think of that. That's actually not a bad idea. I feel like I should send that to them, like a newsletter or something. Like they should make the ability to save these arena settings and then upload them online for other people to play. Yeah, that'd be fucking cool. Oh my god! So many Hell Knights! It's definitely still not enough time to complete this. It's got to be 15 to 20 minutes, maybe. Let's see how close I got before I ran out of time. Damn, I still had like 200 something demons left. That's definitely not enough time. So this shit has definitely got to be like at least maybe 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Let's try 15. The only thing I could think is this would have been a cool way to get a lot of your milestone trophies. Maybe. We'll see how good I am. Woo! Call me Thor, bitches. Definitely gonna save the ballista later. That guy was fucking dead. What is this I got? My gun just turned red? I overcharged it. Yeah. Cycler is just like somebody basically took the plasma rifle and duct taped it to another one. There was like no point in that. It's so excessive. Oh god. Fucking quit already. Ah, bro. This is for Daisy! I'm done. I'm done with you. precision sniping. Oh my god, what a fucking lunge. Eat a dick. Eat several dicks. I need something to fucking pass the time until the Battlefield beta comes up again. This update came just at the right time. I wish it stuck them to walls. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Might be cooked. Close one. Woo! Fucking chain shot is like, it's an odd weapon, but it's so resourceful, especially for these armored enemies. Sometimes I forget I have it. Definitely gonna, if it doesn't save the arenas, I'm just gonna screenshot it so that I can set this arena up and keep building it. Because this looks like the perfect balance I was looking for, of like difficult but not too difficult. Looks like I got it right where I want it. Now it feels like I'm playing fucking Eternal again. Like the actual campaign to this game is too easy. I'll say that with confidence. I play Doom on fucking like ultra violence. Not even, like sometimes I play them on Nightmare. I only play them on Nightmare if there's like a trophy for it. Like the first one was the hardest one. 2016 was the hardest Doom to play on Nightmare. Like, yeah, now it feels like I'm mowing through them just like I do in Eternal. The only thing I kind of wish is I wish it was like Snap Map, where you could like choose which enemies you want to spawn at a certain time in the fight. Like I was building entire maps in Snap Map. That was the one feature I wish they didn't take away. I like being able to create my own maps and shit. Like this kind of feels like it, but you can only set the values of enemies. You can't set when they spawn, where they spawn at. Get out of my way. I see somebody that needs killing. Come here. There you go. I wonder if my maps on Snap Map are still there. Like, I'm curious to know. I might load up the old one day just to see. Oh, you talking about Battlefield? That new Battlefield 6 is really fucking good. How do they keep getting me low? No, it definitely doesn't feel like it. It feels like the old Battlefield. It may look like 2042 at first glance, but it does not feel like it. It feels like fucking Battlefield 3 and 4. That's the only thing that's missing is the Levolution. That's true, but the buildings, the way they get destroyed in that, it's still pretty damn good. Oh, it's loads better than that one. That's the reason why there was like 500,000 people playing it. That's just the beta. Like, it's insane how fast that game basically got popular. Especially after 2042. Dude, how am I still not done with this? This is crazy. I gotta be getting close. Oh, man. 5 minutes. I had to have gotten close. What? I wasn't even close. I was halfway. That's insane. Ugh. I'm saving this one, though, for sure. It's definitely doable. It needs to be longer, and there needs to be less waves. I'd say 5 is probably decent. Or maybe even 6. It's insane. It's a lot of moving around. Like, I'll try like one more time, but I gotta hit the road soon because I have a bad habit of staying up too late. You know what? I'm gonna use the flail this time. That's what's missing right there. The flail, and then what do we got here? Stun, enemy stuns, okay. You hear that, buddy? This is fucking insane. Hold on, I want to try something real quick. What does that say? World destruction? Wait, what? Oh, desaturation. I was about to say, they added a destruction mechanic in this? The fuck? That'd be insane. I'm turning the game speed, like, up to 130. Holy shit! Definitely needed that. guy's not dead. He's got no fucking skin left. Jesus Christ, go down. I know you don't have that much health. Shit! See here, I could screenshot all these settings that I have here so I could save this, as I don't think there's a way to save it. I'm gonna save all of these so I could replicate this arena if I lose it. These are all the skins that I have so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have a lot of other ones. The only thing I'm missing is this one here. I need to beat the game on this new Pandemonium difficulty. It's pretty crazy. Ripatorium encounter on each of the three. Complete a Ripatorium encounter on each of the 3 arenas. What is that skin, bro? That's insane. I might have to try that again another time. How do you select the difficulty that you're on? What am I on this one? Aspiring Slayer. Oh, I was just running through for the collectibles. I don't play this game on that easy-ass mode. Come on. Put that shit on Nightmare.
You have been ingested. Vital signs stable.
I just hate that they changed the fucking title of the easiest mode. What the fuck is Aspiring Slayer? Where's fucking I'm Too Young to Die? What happened to that, bro? Who are they trying to kid with that shit? Aspiring Slayer. I'll show you Aspiring Slayer. Holy shit! That man hit me with one shot! I know now to stay away from the Mancubus on this mode. This is not a bad song. This one is probably the second sickest track in this game. crap. I'm getting my cheeks clapped, brother. Oh my god. A little harder than I remember.
Major organ located.
Trying to take out those flag bearers first. Wait, which track is this? I can't remember which one it is. I've heard it a few times though. That's the motherfucker that keeps killing me right there. I'll come back to this. I wish I didn't have to fucking work. I'd be so much better at this game if I could spend the time that I actually wanted to spend on it. I guess the news feed doesn't work. That's alright, I gotta stop anyway. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night.